your own eulogy. He had a lot to say. You know, I could just sit here and look at this and laugh at Florida all morning, but we have more important things to do, like prank calling people about Happy New Year's. Let's go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Clap your hands, clap, clap, clap. Stomp your feet, stomp, stomp, stomp. Spin around, spin, spin, spin. Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Wash your hands, wash, wash, wash. Shake your hands, shake, shake, shake. Brush your teeth, brush, brush, brush. Alright. Good morning.
He's a Florida man, Lou. 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 Hey, good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on LouTube today. Welcome to the morning show. And we got a great show today. We'll clown on Florida for a while, obviously. Some people have asked about your season is over videos for bowl games. I'm going to do a your season is over video after the New Year's Day games. So that'll be, what's today? Thursday? So that'll be Saturday, right? Is that right? The New Year's Day games are Friday. When the hell is today? New Year's Eve? Yeah, today is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow New Year's Day. So Saturday, your season is over. Video. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, good morning in that though, and also in 2.
Yeah. Good morning, but you're on with BVD though.
Okay, good. Yeah. So your season is over. Be Saturday after the rest of the New Year's 6 games and whatever. Playoff. Oh yeah, playoff games too. I don't know how many people care about that, but Georgia, of course, plays tomorrow. So the Cincinnati version of your season is over. We'll be coming out. We'll be coming out Saturday morning. Florida will be on there too.
Time's that Cincy game tomorrow, Lou.
Noon. That.
Noon and that.
Yeah, noon. That.
Yeah. What's the line?
Georgia by. I'll look again today. I haven't looked in a couple of days. Georgia was a 7.5 point favorite.
At 7.5, who are you taking?
Georgia. Georgia's going to destroy them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would advise dropping what, $2-3 on that?
I would never. I would bet on Georgia. The amount is up to the $2,000 to some people is worth more than others, so it just depends. I would bet about $100 on Georgia at -7 though, because I can guarantee you that.
Sounds about fair.
I mean, bowl games are about quitters and motivation. I mean, it's about the matchup on the field, but you have to. And Georgia does have a few opt-outs. Not enough, I don't think, to affect the game, and offensively, nothing to affect the game.
If I had said to you about, I don't know, 2-3 o'clock yesterday, boy, Lou, if I got a lock for you.
What, Oklahoma?
I'm gonna give you Florida in 34.
Oh yeah, no, 34. I wouldn't have taken 34, but I bet a king's ransom. I mean, Oklahoma was only an 8.5 point favorite.
No, I was going to give you Florida and 34. You wouldn't have took that. Anybody would have taken that, wouldn't they?
I don't understand what you're saying. Florida has a 34 point favorite?
No. I was going to give you Florida and 34 points.
I don't understand what you're saying. I would not have bet that Oklahoma was going to win the game by 34 points. No.
Right.
Nobody would have.
Exactly.
You could have gone anywhere in America and bet Oklahoma at -8. So there's no one that would have bet Oklahoma at -34.
And there was probably some Oklahoma idiot out there that would have taken that.
No, I doubt it. But the outcome was not a surprise to me.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Well,
No.
I guess with all they were missing, yeah.
I mean, I clown on Florida all we want. There's not take Najee Harris, Devontae Smith. Who's their other receiver? Robert Mechie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Take those 3 people and whoever the next most productive offensive player is off of Alabama's team, and they probably lose to Notre Dame. In fact, I would bet they would lose to Notre Dame. To me, that's not what's that funny about this game with Florida. What's funny to me, well, there's a couple of things that are funny. As usual, Dan Mullen accepts zero responsibility. Let's be honest. That was embarrassing. Forget the opt-outs. That was terrible.
Yeah,
that was
Kyle
sloppy.
Trask,
That was just the coaches did not have anybody prepared for that game. Not even the regular starters. Kyle Trask had his head in the clouds. 3 interceptions in the first quarter. Come on. I mean, the guy played like doo-doo. Then he quit at halftime. But what's funny to me is obviously Dan Mullen's excuse making, which happens after every single loss that he takes. If Dan Mullen was a YouTuber, BVD, he would get murdered. I don't mean literally. I mean, you know how it is when your team loses, you know what you got to do.
Yeah, you got to come on here and crow the fuck up.
Yeah, you can't come on here with the excuses. People don't respect that. And that's for regular idiots like me and you.
Well, I can't listen to Dan Mullen just because his voice.
I mean, he gave Oklahoma 0 credit. basically said we didn't even want to play in this game.
Oh, are you shitting me?
No.
Really? He
Yeah.
did the we didn't want to play shit.
You know what he said? He said this team's last game was 11 days ago. That's an exact quote. He said this team's last game was 11 days ago, not today.
That's on many levels of
sad,
pathetic. What the hell are you doing? Even if that is true, why are you saying it? Kind of like Jeremy Pruitt last year admitting that the team didn't prepare for Georgia State.
I mean, he's all, we didn't have enough players to play. He said we met the requirements to where we didn't even have to play in this game, but we did.
We was doing you a favor.
Don't say that after, Dan. If you don't want to play in the game, don't play in the game. How many bowl games have been canceled? 20, 18 or 19? It's close to 20 bowl games have been canceled. If you didn't want to play in the game, don't play in it. But if you show up, you play to win, and you got your ass beat, Dan. You got embarrassed on national TV in front of God and everybody else. So, obviously, Dan Mullen's reaction is funny. Here's the other thing that's funny to me. Florida's going to be in... Florida. What Florida's looking at now is 2020. Look at Florida in 2017. That's what you're about to see in 2021. Florida's going to be absolutely terrible. That was Florida's next year's team you saw in the second half of that game that scored 7 points against Oklahoma in an entire half of football, and that was garbage points late in the fourth quarter.
I quit watching. I did. I was like Rattlehead. I was out at halftime.
Rattlehead quit at halftime too?
Yeah, he had to go to bed.
Oh. I wonder if Florida was winning if he had to go to bed.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know. He had to get up early to go to work, so he had a good excuse. He had two good excuses. One, he had to get up early to go to work, and two, his team was sucking ass.
If you've got any sense at all, BVD, which is a legitimate question to ask, you should spend all offseason guaranteeing a Tennessee win over Florida next year. They're going to be terrible. They're going to be awful.
I think you just questioned my intelligence, Lou.
Well, yeah, I did.
That,
when it comes to YouTube,
like that,
when it comes to YouTube, sometimes I do question your intelligence.
Oh.
But that's what I would do if I was you, because BVD, when Tennessee finally beats either Georgia, Florida, or Alabama, it needs to pay off for you.
Yeah, it would.
I mean,
be nice.
You have to be out on a limb, otherwise you can't really celebrate an upset win. And Florida's going to be absolutely terrible. Where'd y'all play them this year? Oh, y'all's place. Yeah. You got to play them there, but they're going to be awful next year. All Jim McElwain's wide receivers and tight ends are gone now. Those were Dan Mullen's players you saw last night. What a joke.
Boy, Trask went out on a high note, didn't he?
What a joke.
If he leaves.
Oh, he's leaving. Dan Mullen said after the game he's gone.
Oh. So they got Emory next year then.
Yeah, and this guy can't complete a pass to save it. Emory Jones might throw 20 interceptions next year. I'm not kidding. They better hope that other guy. They better hope the other guy develops. What's his name? Anthony Richardson, the true freshman. Anthony Richardson played more plays at wide receiver this year than he did quarterback. They better hope he develops in the offseason and becomes a legitimate quarterback, because it ain't Emory Jones. I've been saying that. I've been trying to tell the Florida man, Emory Jones. He's dollar store. He's dollar store Justin Fields.
How long has he been there?
This is his third year.
Yeah, I mean.
And all he can do is go in the game and run quarterback draws. When he tries to throw the ball, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Florida's going to be awful next year. I don't know if they're going to keep Grantham or not. They might fire him. Somebody told me that, I'll have to look into this. Trust but verify. Somebody told me that in 12 years as a head coach, Dan Mullen has never fired a coordinator, ever. That's hard to believe.
Well, that'd be easy to look up, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe can someone tell me if I know, well, maybe there's not any Florida fans in here this morning. I don't know.
There's at least one.
Can someone tell me, does anyone know if that's true? Someone told me that, and I'm sure I can research that and find out if that's true, but Someone told me that Dan Mullen's never. It was a Florida fan that told me that. That Dan Mullen, he's way too. They say there's no way he's getting rid of Grantham. He's way too loyal. He's never fired a coordinator. I don't know if that's true. Now, but see, the pressure at Florida to make a change from boosters, from administration, from fans is going to be way more than any pressure you ever felt at Mississippi State to make any type of change.
Yeah, they won't put up with this very long down there.
Right. And that defense was bad. But, I mean,
you can only blame the coordinator for so much. If the guys are out there, half-assed trying to tackle, and I get it, coordinators do coordinator things, but them, at the end of the day, the players got to make plays.
Yeah.
And that defense.
Chase Bryant says Google says he's fired one coordinator, so maybe that's true. I can't remember if it was Twitter or Facebook or where it was. A Florida fan told me that the other day. Anyway, but hey, I appreciate all y'all tuning in this morning. 174 in here. Obviously, we had to talk a little bit about the Florida game, and I'm sure we may talk a little bit more about it. But Happy New Year to everybody. Today's New Year's Eve. I mentioned this the other day. Y'all be safe today with the fireworks and all that. Make a lot of jokes about it. But, on the news tomorrow, there will be people scattered throughout the United States that lost fingers and stuff like that. Just don't let that be you. Be smart.
Three Finger Freddy's wearing it out today, Lou.
Yeah. And Natty Back Steve, too, of course, owns a fireworks stand. And this is their biggest day of the year. So, yeah. Ryan Parker says, I would die for Lou. Sir.
Ryan Parker's got issues.
Sir, I appreciate the sentiment, but man, I don't know.
Yeah, but would he die for Woo? That's the real question, Ryan.
Kirk Herbstreit, love him or hate him, on the college football playoff selection show last Sunday, he looked you in your eyes, people, and he told you. There are two teams nobody wants to play right now. Oklahoma and Georgia. So far, he's 1 for 1. And he's about to be 2 for 2.
Yeah.
And listen, I am considering doing something this offseason that I've never done before. But if JT Daniels comes back,
going to buy a JT jersey.
People better watch out.
You're going to buy a JT Christ jersey, ain't you?
Oh, I'm buying a JT Daniels. Yes, if JT Daniels comes back, I'm buying a jersey and having JT Daniels. I was going to do it, but yes, anyway, yes, if he comes back. But that's not what I'm talking about. But Georgia is going to be really good if JT Daniels comes back next year.
Yeah, it would definitely be preseason top 5 again. Favored to win the East.
Yeah. I think they'll be favored to win the entire SEC if JT Daniels comes back.
Who'd be the quarterback next year for Bama?
Bryce Young.
So potential versus proven.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And both JT Daniels and Bryce Young, both highly rated 5-star QBs, top 2, 3 in their class. One has a year and a half of experience. The other one's thrown a few incompletions in the fourth quarter of blowouts this year and looked absolutely terrible.
Well, Bryce doesn't have 3 games under Stetson Bennett.
Yeah. The main thing I don't like about Bryce Young is that he has the main thing I don't like about Bryce Young is that he has a pronounceable name.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't like that. It's going to be
tough
great next year.
This day and age, when quarterbacks and the really good, supposedly players, you can pronounce their names.
Yeah. I just hope I hope Alabama can somehow manage to win the West next year.
Who they got for competition, Lou?
I want to do in game 1. I want to break a ukulele off in the Tater's ass, and in game 13, I want to donkey stomp the Gumps. I want to beat them the first game in the I want to beat them both. Oh, Clemson and Alabama rule the college football world. Well, how about they fixing to go 0-2 next year against Georgia? Write that down. Type on
Already talking the shit.
Type on that. Let me stop. This is if JT Daniels comes back, that you're going to get a lot of that from me this offseason. I don't know if I'll be able to contain myself this offseason. I may predict something. I may predict something completely ridiculous this offseason if JT Daniels comes back that I've never done before, ever. I've never done anything above predicting Georgia to win the East.
If JT Daniels doesn't come back, who's that leave you?
Carson Becker, Brock Vandagriff. Dwayne Mathis transferred out. Stetson Bennett, hot doo-doo confirmed.
Hot doo-doo confirmed.
I can't wait to break that ukulele off in the tater ass. That's going to be springboard. That's a good line, isn't it?
What if
break a ukulele off into tater's ass? I'm probably going to say that. In fact, I might get a T-shirt made that says that.
What if you went up and said that to somebody that knew absolutely zero about college football?
They'd probably have me committed.
Yeah.
How's this guy talking about putting a ukulele in a tater's butthole? What the fuck?
Taters have buttholes? Which end of the tater is the butthole?
Oh, man. New Year's resolutions.
Yeah,
I'm ashamed to say I did not 100% successfully achieve any of my New Year's goals this year, although I did make progress towards each of them.
Well, if I get through the next, however many hours it is till midnight, then I have successfully achieved my New Year's resolution for this year.
What, just live?
Make it till 2021.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Hey, before I forget, shout out to Pinecone.
What Pinecone done did.
Well, he's the picture this week.
Right, we know that.
And and this is his last day on the
tomorrow would be his last day, wouldn't it?
Well, if we had a show tomorrow, it would be.
Oh, I thought we were having a show tomorrow. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Let's skip that because some of these people stay up celebrating so late.
Yeah.
And that.
Some people might even be on a chess hall stream at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Plus, I'm. Yeah, but some people can do that and still get up at 5:30 in the morning to prepare for a show.
That's
but
crazy.
now,
Craziness.
yeah, because I'm streaming 2 games tomorrow. That's 8 hours of streaming.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take tomorrow off on the morning show. So that means the highest super chat or PayPal today. In fact, we'll do just super chat. Highest super chat. That way everybody can see what the thing is. So highest super chat today. You get to pick the picture for next week. Any picture you want. Picture of yourself, picture of your dog, picture of Clown Mullen, whatever.
Obviously, it's got to be something that Lou can put up there.
Yeah, it's got to be something. Yeah, but it can't be anything that's going to get your channel shut down.
You got to tell some of these people that, though, Lou.
Yeah. Yeah, it can't be anything that. Yeah, I mean, use some sense about yourself, but.
If you just want to give us $40 or $50, just.
I'm not putting your pecker up on the screen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What if somebody's got a pet rooster?
Most people are watching this show on a cell phone and wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Chess. So don't do that.
Yeah, chode confirmed.
Oh man. So I am not gonna make any New Year's resolutions this year. I am going to double down on my efforts from this year's New Year's resolutions. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So.
Gotta do what you gotta do, Lou.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to eat breakfast every day. I'm gonna try to exercise every week,
Like once a week?
a couple of days. I mean, well, if I exercised, I didn't exercise 52 times this year.
No.
So if I did exercise once a week in 2021, it would be an improvement. But a couple of days a week. I mean, I'm not trying to get muscles and or run a marathon, or train for a marathon. I'm 42 years old and I'm in pretty good shape health wise, but I'd like to stay that way. So I want to start doing something. I don't know what that something is, but want to exercise a little. I want to eat breakfast every day. I have a bad habit of skipping breakfast.
What's behind the breakfast thing?
I get up in the morning, and depending on I'm getting the kids ready for school or whatever it is, and I drink too much. I think what I need to do is eat as soon as I get up, because once I drink
coffee for energy, right?
Yeah, once I drink a cup of coffee, then I don't want to eat, and I'm so addicted to coffee that like before my eyes are even all the way open, I'm making a cup of coffee in the morning, and I have to stop that. And then by the time I realize, like I get the kids out the door or whatever, and it's 7:00, and I say, oh, I need to eat breakfast. Well, then I'm not hungry because I've drank 2 cups of coffee or whatever. I got to stop that. I'd rather eat and then drink 1 cup of coffee than just drink 2 cups of coffee.
What about 2 cups of decaffeinated coffee? Would that help you any?
I don't know. I don't think it's the caffeine that's filling me up. I think it's just the coffee making me not want to eat. I don't think it would matter that it's.
Well, the caffeine might be giving you that false energy.
No,
it's making you think you don't need to eat. I don't know.
Maybe.
You've been drinking 2 cups of coffee for X amount of years. It's probably not. 2 cups of coffee is probably not doing much for you, energy wise, anyway. So.
And then I want to work a little harder and a little more during the off season. I don't think I could work any more than I do during the season, but I'd like to do more. I have this. Any of y'all ever owned your own business? It's very stressful. I've owned another business too outside of doing YouTube. But like I always feel like there's someone else that working harder than me.
It's because there probably is.
Like I can't. If I'm in, even if I've done 2 live shows and made a video, and it's 4:00 in the afternoon, and I'm sitting inside, and there's nothing to do in there. Like I in my mind, I'm like, you should go back out there. I don't know. I feel like there's always somebody out working me, and I don't want that. I want anyway. So those are my New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna try to work a little harder. Try to get in a little bit better shape, and I'm going to try to do a better job eating breakfast in the morning.
Chess Hall was on YouTube for a good 12 hours yesterday. Was he out working you? I don't think so.
No. I'm talking about.
Yeah, no. It's just an opportunity to take a shot at chess. And they just pulled somebody over in front of my house.
So that's my New Year's plans or resolutions. New Year's Eve plans, we do the same thing every year. We go to my in-laws' house. They live right behind us. We go over there. We usually have a lot of people over. We're not doing that this year because of the Rona and that. And a lot of them are a lot of those. It's a lot of senior citizens. My in-laws' friends that come over. They're all in their 70s and 80s.
When you say the Rona and that, define and that.
The Rona, the flu, whatever it is, old people are scared to catch.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I think there's only like 5 or 6 people coming over, but we'll still go over there, hang out.
Yeah, I wonder how many people tonight are. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people, mostly young people, still doing the regular party thing. Huge groups of people. This may be a stupid question, but they're really not doing Times Square tonight, are they?
They are, but not with people.
Okay.
Like they're still the whatever channels usually show that are still showing it, and
Yeah.
they may even have musical performances.
That would be acceptable.
But there's not going to be a million people. There's
Right.
no people lined the streets.
How the hell do you explain that one if they did that? I mean,
yeah,
there's no
yeah, I can't do that. No. Yeah, I've got some more. I've got some bad news too that's starting to concern me. I hate to already start talking about next season. We haven't even got to the playoff games, but without getting into the politics of it, because I really don't want to, and I mean that this time. The vaccine, which again, it doesn't matter what we as individuals believe. The vaccine is the way to normalcy. It just is. And at the current rate, in terms of how many people are getting vaccinated, it will take 18 years for us to reach herd immunity. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if there's not enough vaccine or not enough people are taking it. I don't know what the issues are. But
probably a little bit of both right now. Not enough of it, and not enough. There's so many people scared.
Yeah.
I mean, scared of the corona, scared to take the virus, scared. I mean, there's just a lot of scared people out there right now.
Yeah. And the problem is, again, it doesn't matter what we think individually. We saw what these schools and conferences did this year when the coronavirus was not under control. If it's not under control by next summer, we're going to be in the same boat. I think. I just hope that's not true. I'm tired of everything that goes along with the coronavirus, not just football stuff. I'm tired of seeing it on the news. I'm tired of, limited gatherings. I'm just, I'm tired of wearing a mask everywhere I go. I mean, I still do it, but I'm ready for all that to be over. And I guess the only way that's going to happen is through this vaccine, but not enough people are taking it, they said. So, I don't know. But anyway, so we'll be at the in-laws' house tonight. I'm going to get some chicken wings this afternoon to take over there. Found a new chicken wing place that opened up. It's called Country Boy Wings and Chinese Food.
Wow. Country Boy Wings and Chinese.
I don't know. I don't understand, but there's a lot of wing places that also sell Chinese food. It's weird. Do they have that there where you are?
I haven't noticed it.
There's another place here called A-Town Wings, and you can go in there and get egg rolls, shrimp fried rice, sesame chicken, and whatever.
Well, I mean,
whatever wings you want.
It makes sense because every Chinese or Asian restaurant you go into, there's 45 different versions of chicken, or so-called chicken. Yeah.
They had that one place that opened up a couple of months ago, and I was all excited. The place I used to go, it was great, and it was right down the road, and they closed right before football season started. It pissed me off. I had nowhere to go to get my wings on Saturdays. And then this other place opened about halfway through the season, and I got all excited, and I went there, and I got the wings, and they were terrible. They were literally those frozen wings you buy in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could tell. And they were awful. And then
you got to really try to screw wings up too.
Yeah, well, they managed to do it. And a couple of weeks ago, we were out Christmas shopping, and there was a new wing place, this Country Boy Wings or whatever. So I went in and bought wings just to try them out, and they were amazing. And really? They do the lemon pepper and mild mixed. If you like chicken wings and you've never had lemon pepper and mild mixed, oh my God, it'll change your life forever. They're amazing.
I could use some life changing, but I don't think wings are going to do it.
No, you got to suck it off the bone to eat it.
Yeah, I can't do that no more.
Didn't we do a thing one time where you were going to have to suck some chicken wings off a bone?
Well, I know we did do something. I don't even remember what it was at this point. Where if yeah, we at least thought of it or mentioned it. We obviously never followed up on it.
Somebody said they go to Wingstop. Yeah, there's a couple of Wingstops here, but they're not close enough to my house to go to on Saturdays because I do that morning show on Saturdays till about 10 or 10:30, and then the games start at 12, and that just it doesn't give me time. I don't have time to go to that Wingstop. So all these other places I'm talking about are places that were within a couple miles of my house. The Wingstop's about 15 miles away. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings too. There's a Wild Wings and a Buffalo Wild Wings, and apparently those are two different places. And both those places are good, but also too far away for me to go on Saturdays.
Good thing there's not just a Buffalo Wings there. They'd have you people all screwed.
All kinds of confused. All kinds of confused. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. It's New Year's Eve. 207 people in here. 62 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. Help support the channel and what me and BVD are trying to do here on the morning show. You got the super chat, the PayPal down there. We have several super chats. I'm going to read them now. And here's the PayPal link down at the bottom too. If anybody would prefer to do it that way, that would be okay with us too. Yeah, that would be great. And of course, whoever does the most super chats at the end of today's show gets to pick this picture for next week. We'll finally get rid of the pine cone here, unless he wins again. I don't know.
He could win again, Lou.
Unless he wins again, and we'll put whatever. It doesn't have to be your picture. Any picture. I used to have a picture of Butch Jones up here forever, and then I was going to change it to Gus Malzahn when he got fired, but then we decided to let the comment section pick the picture.
Is it the person with the largest super chat or the person with the most total super chat? We got a lot of people that super chat multiple times.
Yeah, it's going to be highest total because that's how Pinecone won. He had like a $20 one and then a $5 one or whatever it was. So yeah, highest total. Let's see. Several have come in. Let's thank these people. Slim Shady, thank you so much for supporting the show, sir. First super chat of the day, which means you were in the lead at one point. We'll see if you still are. He says, shout out to the Florida Gators and all their faithful fans. For a second game in a row, you have overshadowed a Miami loss. So thanks for all you do, Dan. You're officially on my Christmas card list.
That's sweet of you.
Yeah, thank you, Slim. Still in the holiday spirit, Slim Shady is, which is good. Florida toting a 3-game losing streak into the offseason. I have some amazing material, and I'm doing my best to save some of it for the year season is over. But I do want to congratulate Florida on an amazing season in which they lost 33% of their games. Congratulations.
Who did they lose to before Bama?
Texas A&M. Yeah, LSU in Texas. So congratulations, Florida. You played 12 games and you lost 4 of them. I mean, that's amazing. You lost the same number of games as Jim McElwain did the first time he won the SEC East, and you've spent the last 3 years telling everybody that was a terrible season. You're now trying to convince people that this was somehow an amazing season. No, it's just that reality has not dawned on you yet. That's all. That's it. And like I said a few minutes ago, 2021 is going to look very familiar to you, Florida man, because 2017 wasn't that long ago when you won 4 games or whatever it was, and you're staring down the barrel of that again.
I got to dispute this, Lou.
What?
This was an amazing season for Florida.
Well,
they went from a team with one distant loss that was widely considered a potential entry for the playoffs, to a team that lost 3 games in a row. One of which was badly, but they progressively got worse.
Right. Well, I mean, last year they played 14 games, right? No, 13.
I'm not talking shit, Florida man, because
I am.
You guys own us, so.
BVD, stop.
Yeah.
Quit that.
I can't help it.
Boy,
they own us.
You got a loser mentality. No, who cares?
I still hate them. Fuck them. But,
Florida played 13 games last year and lost 2. And it was a huge disappointment, according to the Florida man.
We're kicking your ass next year, Lou.
Oh, it means nothing. We didn't even win the division. If you don't win, blah, blah, blah. So you played 13 games last year and lost 2. Played 12 games this year and lost 4. You're trying to convince people how great Dan Mullen is. Reality is about to. You know what? Reality is about to hit Florida man in the face like a twisted tea.
A twisted tea.
Don't tell me you haven't seen that video. You must be the only. You're the only person on planet Earth who hasn't seen it.
Might be.
You are.
Play it.
Well, let's get through the super chats.
Yeah.
Buckeye till I die. Thank you for hitting the super chat, sir. He says he's a Florida man, Lou. Go Bucks, beat Clemson. I'm really hoping for a good game there. I really am. Of course, the news yesterday, Clemson's offensive coordinator tested positive for the Rona, so he won't be in attendance at the game. I think that matters less for Clemson than it would for some other teams, maybe. Clemson is one of these teams that also has a passing coordinator and also has like a running backs coach who's very involved in the game plan and play calling during the game and stuff like that. And you've got a 3-year starter at quarterback that could probably coordinate the game himself. So I'm not going to say it doesn't matter at all. Clearly, teams view it as an advantage to have their offensive coordinator at the game, or else they would not ever be at the game. So it has to mean something that he's not there. I don't want to hear from the Clemson man or anyone else that it means nothing that he's not there, but I don't know that it means enough to make a difference in this game one way or the other. I don't know that. But hopefully he's okay. Kleenex Sweeney says he's asymptomatic or whatever, and he's fine. So hopefully everything good to go there. Thank you for the super chat, Buckeye till I die. Greg, thank you for the super chat, sir. He said, embarrassed. Bring on the jokes, Lou. I'm ready. I got plenty of jokes. Plenty of jokes, sir. Don't worry. Slim Shady again. So Slim Shady, you're definitely in the lead, sir. $15 total. You are in the lead. He says, what do you call an offense that makes Oklahoma's defense look elite? Call it a Florida offense. Yeah, without McElwain's recruits, Florida's offense looked terrible, didn't it?
Yeah, they looked like they...
Those were Mullen's menses out you saw out there yesterday shitting the bed for 4 quarters. That's your future, Florida man. My God.
How'd they do recruiting?
What a joke. I think they finished, 8th or 9th or something right now. We'll see how they wind up in February, but I think they're 8 or 9 right now, which is 6th in the SEC. 5th, whatever. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Thank you for the super chat, Slim Shady. You're in the lead, $15. Parker, thank you for the super chat. He says, Florida has a rough offseason coming up. Yes, they do. Who does Florida play week 1? Now, I guarantee you it's a crappy team they play at home. We all know that. This is Florida we're talking about. So I'm sure they're playing some nobody group of 5 team at home, while Georgia and Alabama are busy playing real games against Power 5 opponents to kick off the season. So it's unlikely that Florida continues their losing streak into 2021. Probably win their first game because, like normal, I'm sure they're playing a nobody. In fact, let's look that up right now. I have to. Going to, too.
Be a directional school.
Florida Gators 2021. Football scheduling that. Oh, yes, right there. Oh, yes, Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic. Don't worry, though, because wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, though, because you know who they're playing second?
I don't know.
That's right.
Tennessee.
That's right. South Florida.
Oh, they're getting all the directional Florida teams out of the way.
What a joke. What a joke.
When do they play Miami?
Yeah, they don't.
Since they're down south.
Yeah, they didn't want those problems. And of course, then they have, let's not forget they also play Samford, not Stanford.
No,
So they play
Sam
Ford.
Sam Ford, yeah.
Yeah, play Sam Ford and Florida State. That's your non-con schedule. 4 non-con games. All, well, 3 of them at home. The road game is at South Florida. Man, traveling all the way to Tampa, Florida? Man, wow. Safe travels.
How many years in a row will that be that Florida's never they haven't played a non-con game outside the state of Florida?
Well, let's add it up.
A lot of years.
Yeah. 2001, 2011, 2021, 30 years since they've played a non-con road game outside the state of Florida. Unbelievable.
Consistency.
And of course, the reason is because the last time they did that, way back in 1991, they got their doo-doo pushed in when they took a road trip to Syracuse. Florida lost on the road at Syracuse in 1991. That was the last time Florida played a non-con road game outside the state of Florida. Pitiful. Oh, don't worry. They also get Alabama at home next year. Sure, that'll work out just fine.
Yeah. Oh, man.
At Kentucky, at LSU, at Missouri, at South Carolina. Man. Man. What a joke. They so mad right there, ain't they?
Things were looking pretty up and pretty bright for the Gator man.
Oh, man.
A few weeks ago.
McElwain loses 4 games but wins the East, and he's the worst coach in history, according to the Florida Man. Mullen loses 4 games by playing less games. And we're supposed, and they want to tell us he's amazing. Oh, boy. Parker, thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Waikiki, thank you for the super chat. He says, I sent you the email about my dad prank call via email. Yeah, we'll get to that here in a few minutes. But we will be prank calling people to talk about the New Year's Eve parties or whatever, similar to what we did last week when we called and were asking people about what time we should come over for Christmas, and they had no clue who we were. We'll be doing that again here in just a little bit.
I'm a kid, Lou.
Yeah. That kid said he'd slap the taste out of your mouth.
No, that was the next one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I believe the other kid said he'd slap the fuck out of me if he was standing next to me.
Kevin Hart sent a couple of super chats in.
All right. That's the real Kevin Hart, too.
Yeah,
I confirmed it.
It is. 2021 will be as bad as 2020, he says. I sure hope not, but I guess.
Well, Kevin Hart had a pretty good 2020.
Did he?
Yeah, I think. Hell, he's Kevin Hart.
He's Kevin friggin' Hart.
Yeah.
Thank you for the. He retracted, changed his mind on one of his super chats. But thank you, Kevin Hart. Ryan Parker, thank you again for these super chat. Oh, and he might be giving Slim Shady a run for his money on this super chat contest. We'll add it up in a second. But he says, thoughts on Brock Vandergriff. I think he'll do great things at UJ. Go Dogs and go Bills. I like Brock Vandergriff. I'm hesitant, like I am on almost every recruit. There's been 1 or 2 recruits over the years that I went all in on before I ever saw him step foot on or step foot in Sanford Stadium. Brock Vandergriff's not that, but he clearly has a ton of potential.
Is that Sanford Stadium or Samford Stadium?
Sanford with an N though, yeah.
Like you big dummy.
You big dummy. Justin Fields, I was all in. Zamir White, I was all in.
Zamir.
neither of those worked out for me for different reasons. But very rarely am I all in on a recruit until I see him do anything. And I do think Brock Vandagriff could be good. Another reason why we need JT Daniels-Christ to come back, I don't think Brock Vandagriff is one of these recruits who can play year one. And that's nothing against Brock Vandagriff. There's not very many people at any position, but specifically quarterback, are ready to play at the level that they need to be right away. Very few.
Very, very few.
Um,
Very few not named Cade Ballard, of course.
And Brock Vandagriff isn't even one of these guys who played against elite competition for 4 years in high school. Those people are those kids are better prepared right away than somebody like Brock Vandagriff played in a small private league. I'm not taking anything away from what he did, and he was great at the Elite 11 camps he went to when he was competing against the best of the best. But in terms of playing opponents week in and week out, he wasn't playing great teams week in and week out like your 4A, 5A, 6A, whatever teams, your Warner Robins and your Valdostas and all these type
Bishop
people.
Gorman type places,
Right.
IMG academies.
Yeah. I think he'll be great at Georgia, but I hope we don't have to find that out next year. I would rather find that out in 2022. I don't think there's never a circumstance where it's ideal to be starting a freshman quarterback. If you're starting a freshman quarterback, you've done something wrong.
You've done something wrong, or the cupboard is so completely bare.
Yeah, you've or it's the exception to the rule where you get a Tua or a Justin Fields, but those again, a Trevor Lawrence. This is rare. It's just generally not the case. It's generally not the case. Kyle Trask didn't play his first 3 years. Joe Burrow didn't play his first 2 years.
Hell, Trask.
Mac Jones didn't play his first 3 years.
He was a freshman in high school or some ridiculous shit.
I wish some of these quarterbacks would look around at some of the most successful quarterbacks in football over the last few years and say, you know what, maybe you can sit for a year or two and it still be okay. Rather than the staying 1 year and leaving thing that you see a lot. Because Mac Jones rode the bench for a couple of years. Kyle Trask rode the bench for a couple of years. Joe Burrow rode a bench for a couple of years. And those are 3 of the best quarterbacks we've seen in all of college football over the last few years.
Well, apparently Harrison Bailey's going to be so damn good that JT Shrout said, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah. So I like Brock, and I think he has the potential to do great things at UGA, but it's when you're Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Oklahoma, when you're a top 10 team, I don't think you should ever be going, man, I hope that freshman quarterback works out next year. Like if you're a top 10 team, you should have a guy should have a guy waiting and ready. If you're losing your starter from the previous year. It hasn't worked out for Georgia lately, but it's never ideal. If you're somebody that I'm trying to Tennessee, let's pretend Tennessee didn't have Harrison Bailey, right? But then this year they signed some amazing freshman quarterback. Well, if I'm a Tennessee fan, I'm saying, I hope that guy's ready to play day one. But I don't think that's the case if you're a top 10 team. You don't really want to go into a season with a guy that's never played before. It's just not ideal, especially in the case of Georgia. You could play Clemson week 1. Blessing in disguise for the tater that Trevor Lawrence caught the Rona, I think. Gave the ukulele a couple of games that he never would have had. And you can say, oh, it's only 2 games. Hell, he got more snaps in those 2 games than he got the rest of the season combined. Not even close. So it is a big deal.
And one of those games was huge.
That's 100 snaps of experience that he has now. That, you can't get that in practice. I don't care how many practices you go to. You can't get that in practice. So it's good for Clemson, I think. And they ended up winning. It didn't hurt them. They ended up winning both those games. Well, they lost. It it didn't hurt them that they lost to Notre Dame. They won the other game, but
Same thing for Harrison Bailey. He got some valuable snaps, and the Pruitt had to have been such a dumbass. He could have gotten a couple more games in there.
That was not very smart, in my opinion, of Pruitt to
I
go
agree.
into the game saying, okay, Harrison Bailey's going to play 4 series and then he's coming out. He was hot. You got to leave him in. You know, I understand having a game plan, but sometimes you have to be willing to change the plan. I mean, if Harrison Bailey goes in and throws his first 3 passes or interceptions, you still going to leave him in for 4 series? No, you can take him out. Well, if he goes in and he's playing well, leave him in. But no, they had a plan. He's going to play. This is what he's going to play. And when that thing came up, they took him out. It didn't make any sense.
Not the Pruitt theory.
Pruitt has theories?
Yeah, apparently.
Is that kind of like how Butch Jones had charts?
Now, he just had one chart.
What was the story behind
what happened to that chart?
He went for 2 or something one time, or
didn't
go for 2 or whatever, and it was a boneheaded decision. And
some
after the game,
dumb shit like that.
He was asked about it after the game, and he said, "Well, according to the chart in that situation, we did what we were supposed to do." And I'm like, "Dude, you're making $6 million a year. Like, I can read the chart. Like, again, okay, it's fine to have a plan. It's fine to have a chart, but sometimes you got to look around at what's going on in the game and say, okay." We're not going to do that. We're going to do this instead. You know, guy making $6 million to read a chart that someone else invented. It's basically a percentages chart. You know, if there's this amount of time left in a game and the score is this, then you have to do this. And you'll be successful more times than not. That's the chart he had, and coaches have these charts. You know, if it's 4th and 6. And you're down by X amount of points, and all this is on a chart. You know, it's 4th and 6, you're down by this amount of points, and you're at this part of the field. Throughout the history of college football, are you more successful if you go for this on 4th down or punt it away? So I get having these charts, but it doesn't mean that's not the end-all, be-all. You have to be, you have to live in the moment. Sometimes the circumstances of the game are such that the chart don't matter. Like, you're making $6 million a year to make these decisions. Quit reading a chart.
I wonder if he meant to say chart.
Oh, like he charted himself?
That day. Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Had to chart.
Of course, anything's possible. Well, almost anything. Don't forget, everybody, also, and too, that all of my bowl game previews, reactions, today's hype and hate video, the Your Season is Over video coming up on Saturday, all of that stuff is going to be on this channel. I've decided to upload only to this channel for the last week or so of the season to try to grow this channel a little bit before the season ends. To my own financial detriment, I might add. So because I'm going to make a lot less money uploading those videos to this channel than I would the other channel, but I'm trying to help this channel out some. That's why I'm doing it.
A last ditch effort type of thing.
Right. So I've been leaving some comments on the most recent video on my old channel telling people, hey, if you're not subscribed to the second channel, I've been making some tweets about it and some Facebook posts and stuff like that. But that's why the videos are that's why. In other words, if you've been going to the other channel wondering, I can't believe Lou didn't have anything to say about this Florida game. I did, but I said it on this channel. I uploaded a couple of videos about Florida onto this channel during the game yesterday. And there'll be more videos going up on there today. A hype and hate video for Cincinnati and some playoff previews. There'll be several videos uploaded today on this channel. You know. So,
did you read? I don't know if it was a super chat. I thought it was a super chat from Bluegrass Sports Media.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Let me continue on here. Bluegrass Sports Media. He's next up. Thank you for the super chat. He says, BVD, did you get my email to come on the show?
That'll be next week on Tuesday. Bluegrass Sports Media. I'll shoot you an email.
The Nap Time. Is that what that said? That's a great name.
The Nap Time.
I absolutely love a nap. And because of my work schedule, I have a legitimate excuse to do it on a couple of days. And so Mrs. Lou doesn't even bother me about it.
Naps are good.
You know?
Especially when you get older.
Tuesdays and Thursday evenings after dinner, 6 o'clock or whatever, I lay on the couch and I'm out. And because those are I do the night shows on those days, and I'm like, I got to work tonight. I take a little nap, and no one even bothers me about it.
That's pretty cool. And when Kayla was younger, she didn't give a shit whether I was sleeping or not. Now,
well, yeah, when you're younger, you can't do that because your kid will stick his tongue in the light socket or whatever.
No. I don't mean that little. I mean, when she was younger, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Okay.
Now, she don't care now.
Right.
20 years old and living on her own. She comes over and Dad's asleep. Dad, get up! Need some laundry money. You just wait, Lou. You're just getting into it right now. In teen years.
Luann's in Florida. My daughter.
What's in Florida?
My daughter.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she went with one of her friends to Universal Studios.
Oh, man.
Not to Universal Studios, but that there's somewhere. One of her friends has a place down there or something, and they go there every New Year's Eve. Not to go to Universal Studios, but they just go down there every New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lou.
I don't even know if Universal Studios is open.
I wouldn't think so, but you never know.
So she's been gone a couple of days. I don't even know when they come back. I guess they come back Sunday. They start school back on Monday, so I'm assuming she comes back on Sunday. I'm a very involved parent.
I was gonna say, keeping up with things, aren't you?
Yeah. Lou Jr.'s out of town too. Not that far out of town. He's in Thompson, Georgia, which is 30 miles from here, up the interstate with a buddy of his.
Mrs. Lou home?
Yeah, she's here.
Yep. Yeah,
she has the pleasure of going to pick. She has the pleasure of going to pick Lou Jr. up today from Thompson, which is 30 miles up the interstate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of course I have to work today. I got to do hype and hate videos, so I don't have time. I can't be bothered with going to pick up Lou Jr. Yeah.
I understand.
Mike says Oklahoma just scored again. I'm not even going to check. I'm just going to automatically believe that.
Yeah, I would.
I hear some kind of squeaking sound. Does anybody else hear it?
Did you hear it right then?
It just went away.
Because Archie's behind me.
No, I hear it again.
I don't think the phone surely is not that strong that it's picking Archie up.
I don't know what it is. It's irritating though. Nap Time says, what are your thoughts on OU having a better defense statistically than Alabama this year? As a Sooner, I love your show. Keep up the content. I don't discount statistics, and I use them whenever I need them. And that's kind of the problem to me with statistics nowadays is that there's a statistic for literally everything now. And you can find a statistic to back up almost any point you're trying to make. And I'm not saying any of that to take away from Oklahoma's defense, because I spent a week telling the Florida man and everyone else, this ain't Oklahoma's defense from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Like this is the best defense definitely that Lincoln Riley has had. And probably the best defense Oklahoma has had, even going back to Bob Stoops' last few years.
You did tell him that.
It's a legitimately good defense, and they're a lot better than what we're used to seeing. But when you're starting at the bottom, you can improve a lot and still not be a great defense. And I don't think Oklahoma has a great defense. Alabama doesn't either, especially the first half of the season. Now, Alabama's defense is much better today than it was week 1 or even when Georgia played them. A lot of Georgia fans, oh, man, I wish we would have had JT Daniels against Alabama. I do, too. I don't know that it would have made a difference. Or no, I wish we could play Alabama now, is what you hear some Georgia fans say. Now we have JT Daniels. Would it make a difference? I don't know, because Alabama's defense is much better now than it was when we played. Let's be honest. Stetson Bennett lit Alabama up like a Christmas tree in the first half of that game, and that's embarrassing. But from halftime of that game through the rest of the year, Alabama's defense got continually better and better and better. We didn't score in the second half of that game. We were beating them at halftime, like we always are. And like we always do, we didn't score in the second half. Fromm didn't score in the second half in 2 games against Bama, and we didn't score against them this year either. And until that changes, we're not going to beat Alabama. I don't care how good we are. If the plan is to not score in the second half, we're not beating them ever until that changes. You're not beating a top 5 team without scoring in the second half. It's not happening.
That whole not scoring in the second half is generally, in most cases, not a good plan.
No, terrible plan.
Not as bad as the not planning on scoring either half.
Yeah, that
plan really
horrible.
sucks.
Yeah.
Unless you're Army or Navy, and then you still got a halfway decent chance of
Yeah.
at least getting to overtime.
Maybe we'll get a safety and win 2-0.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Somebody was telling me there actually is a scenario where you can win 1-0. It's got something to do with a field goal getting blocked. I don't know, some crazy shit.
If a field goal gets blocked and you return it, that's 6 points.
Right? Oh, I wish it'd be nice if whoever told me that was in the comments and they could explain it. It was just one of them deals where I kind of went, oh, really? Oh, that's cool. That guy's full of shit.
Why do UGA fans act like 2015 never happened? I don't know any UGA fan who acts. I don't know why. I don't understand the comment. What was it about 2015 that we would want to pretend never happened? I mean, we weren't very good that year, but it ended up being a great year because Rick got fired. So it's one of my favorite years. I don't understand I don't know exactly. I mean, it's not like that wasn't a year where we choked in the SEC or a title game or something. I'm not sure what it is about 2015 that this Mensa student seems to think Georgia fans want to pretend never happened. I don't even know who he is or who he's a fan of. You keep mentioning that UGA always lead Alabama at halftime, but not in the 2015 game. Well, that was a different coach. That was 6 seasons ago. The last 3 games we played are much more relevant. I don't know. I guess Alabama. I guess that would be like me saying, why do Alabama fans pretend 2007 never happened?
Maybe
when we beat Nick Saban. I mean, I don't know.
It could be, Lou, that it's not you can win 1-0, but there, according to some of the people here in the comment section, there is a scenario where you can only have 1 point.
Oh, it says if a team forfeits, you get credit for a 1-0 win.
But that's the obvious one. But like somebody said, you can lose 6-1 or 3-1. Wish the hell I could remember who it was said that. There is a scenario where you can score 1 point, but it's not you kicking an extra point. I don't know. I have to look that one up.
If an extra point is blocked, you get 1 point? That's not true. You don't get any points for blocking an extra point.
Yeah.
Now, maybe he's saying if you return the extra point?
I thought you got 2. Hell, I don't know. We'll have to look that one up.
Let's see. An extra point is worth 2 points if you block it and return it.
Parker says there is something called a 1-point safety. Look it up. Well, it'd be a lot easier if you'd look it up, Parker, and just tell us. I don't know. Somebody,
Let's see here. A blocked extra point returned is 2 points. If a team is going for 2 and they fumble or throw an interception that's returned, that's also 2 points. But what did they say about a 1-point safety?
yeah, let's see. If an extra point gets blocked and it gets fumbled all the way back to the
The
other end of the
1-point
field,
safety. Let's see. Touchdowns are 6 points. Field goals are 3 points. Conversions are 2 points. Safeties are 2 points. Point after attempts are 1 point. And then there is the 1-point safety. Asked me about the 1-point safety and is it possible in the NFL? And if it is, it's highly unlikely. Well, the answer to both is yes. There is a 1-point safety. And it has never happened in the NFL. What is the 1-point safety? The 1-point safety, team makes an extra point attempt, would have to botch the play so badly that they end up in their own end zone, 98 yards away, and then get tackled in the end zone. Because that play was on an extra point attempt or a 2-point conversion attempt, only 1 point would be awarded, thus the 1-point safety. So if you're kicking an extra point and the holder fumbles the ball and the kicker picks it up and runs backwards 98 yards into his own end zone and you tackle him, that's 1 point.
Safety. You remember that game 100 years ago?
And that article that I just read is specifically about the NFL. I assume that's the same in college. I'll see if I can find anything on that though.
Yeah. Yeah, we got you, James Thompson. Still can't be 1-0. The only way you're winning 1-0 is a forfeit.
Uh-oh. Looks like we have a video here. That it might have happened in college football. Oregon versus Kansas State, 2013. Here you go. Let's watch. It's 31-10 Oregon right now.
Hang on, I'm trying to mute views.
Blocked.
And that one's blocked by Boyd. Flips it around, trying to get it in someone's hands to take it the other way. And so no further damage. The blocked extra
Now the
point,
blocked.
still 31-10.
Okay, now the team that blocked it got tackled in their own end zone. Where was the guy when he pitched the ball? Oh, okay. Let's see what they do here. So, I guess they're going to give Kansas State 1 point.
On the previous play, we have an unusual ruling. The ball was blocked. Ford carried back into the end zone and declared dead by the defense. That play results in a 1-point safety.
And folks, if you have never seen this before, here's another look at the play. And I'll tell you what I was going to tell you in a second. There's the block. Now retreating.
He runs backwards into the end zone.
And the lateral. And then declared dead. That's a 1-point safety. If you think you've never seen that before, it's the second time it's happened to me. And I'm glad Ron Sherry explained it because I had it happen against Texas and Texas A&M maybe 10 years ago. And I have kept the ruling in my briefcase.
Okay, so technically it's a 1-point safety.
Yeah.
Okay. But so in a roundabout way, they still got the extra point. It was just ruled a 1-point safety, correct?
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But does that mean Kansas State? Did Kansas State have to kick off to them?
No.
Probably not, because it was
No.
an extra point
Right. No.
attempt. Props to the
So
officials.
back
for
to the
catching
nap
that
time
one.
thing about Oklahoma's defense statistically better than Alabama's. I can find some defensive stats where Alabama is better. You're probably, I'm assuming you're probably talking about total defense, which is the first thing people usually look at. But if I watch both teams play, I think Alabama has better players. I think the NFL will agree. And again, I'm not saying that to knock on Oklahoma. I've been complimentary. I've been telling people for a month to start paying attention to Oklahoma because we all wrote them off after they lost 2 of their first 3 games, and they got a lot better over the course of the year, a lot better. And their defense is pretty good. But the point about statistics, I think you can find a statistic to back up almost any argument you want to make, and I do it too. Everyone does it. So I do that too, but I don't think that, like the statement, Oklahoma's defense is better than Alabama's, I think that's a false statement. Without saying, well, Oklahoma has this stat, and just watching them. Bluegrass Sports Media, thank you for the super chat. I'm taking UK versus Florida 2021 bets right now. God,
He's probably serious.
Good luck,
I love
sir.
to bet.
Cole Spinner, thank you for the super chat. He says, Happy New Year's, guys, and go dog. Go dogs, Cole. I have a Georgia video out for you this afternoon, sir. Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat. He says, hey, Florida man, who's the best team in the state? Who do you think it is, BVD? Who do you think would... Well, right now, I would probably go with... God, who is the best team in the state?
How did UCF do this?
They lost to BYU in a bowl game, didn't they? Has any Florida team won a bowl game?
Damn.
No, I don't think so.
I
Didn't
mean,
UCF lose to BYU?
Florida and Miami both finished their seasons terribly.
I mean, Florida lost to a 3-win LSU team. Miami gave up 600-something rushing to North Carolina. Man, Florida, the entire state of Florida's in the gutter. Who will win a conference? Forget national title. Who will win a conference next? Miami, Florida, or Florida State?
Yes.
It's a fair question. Miami and Florida State, but Miami and Florida State both have a huge hurdle to get over in Clemson. Florida has Florida has a huge hurdle to get over in Alabama. I mean, the 2 most dominant teams in college football are in the SEC and the ACC, so it's a fair question to ask. 3 schools in the same state, access to the same recruits. Who wins a conference title first? Florida, Miami, or Florida State? I'm gonna say Florida State.
just a troll.
Just to needle the other 2, yeah.
Realistically, though.
You know who you never see? Florida State fans. Do you?
Not recently.
My channels have fans from all over. There ain't very many Florida State fans around.
There's just not.
Are they fair weather? If I was doing this in 2013, would there be Florida State fans around?
Guaranteed.
Man, that's sad because there's a ton of Tennessee fans around. And what reason do they have? None.
Yeah.
But they're here and everywhere. They're all over the place.
That's right. Fuck y'all.
Florida State fans hide in the safety of a Mark Rogers comment section. They don't ever get out of there.
Well, that's because Mark Rogers ain't going to give them an ounce of shit. He don't give anybody any shit, does he?
I was watching a replay of a Mark Rogers video yesterday, a live show that he did, and I wasn't paying attention to the comments, but you know how the comments play anyway when you're rewatching a live show. And I happened to notice a comment in there. I can't remember who it was from, but he was clearly a West Virginia fan. But the comment was, Mark, I love your channel and your content, but I really wish you'd devote more time to West Virginia. And I'm thinking, this guy uploads 50 videos a week about 50 different teams. You know, I don't know. I don't know. It struck me as weird. I wish he would do more West Virginia. I mean, he covers every team. You know?
Yeah.
I don't.
Who is Mark Rogers' team?
Oof. Isn't it Ohio State?
I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, admittedly, so I don't watch.
He
Mark
told
Rogers
us when
that
he was a
much.
guest on the morning show. I think it's Ohio State.
Might be right. About time to get him back on here, isn't it?
Yeah.
End of season wrap up sort of thoughts on next year type deal, maybe. He is the voice of college football after all. According to who's that according to? Him?
Yes.
Okay.
Ryan Parker, thank you for the super chat. He says, is there a quarterback who played at Georgia that Vandegrift reminds you of? Not 100%. I would say the closest thing in modern times would be Matt Stafford. I'm not trying to convince anybody that Brock Vandegrift's a future #1 pick. That's not the comparison I'm making. I mean, tall, big, tall, can throw the ball to the moon, and not necessarily considered the most mobile guy around. Now he's not from. I mean, Vandegrift can move a little. You know, he's kind of like Trevor Lawrence. He's not a dual threat quarterback, but he can move around. You know, he might not even. And I don't see. I'm not comparing him to Trevor Lawrence. People are going to think that now. I'm not. But you're talking about the style of QB, not the talent or how good he'll be. I'm talking about just the style. He's big, tall, with a cannon for an arm. And smart. You know, I don't really get the thing, but analysts or whatever always make a big deal. Well, his dad's a football coach. So, and they say that about Brock Vandegrift. I don't consider Brock Vandegrift a dual threat at all. You ever watched him play?
No.
I'm talking to the guy in the comments section. I think the reason he's coming to Georgia is because he's not dual threat enough for Oklahoma. He was committed there forever, and I don't know what really happened there, whether he changed his mind or he got word from Oklahoma or what, but I think that's why he's at Georgia and not Oklahoma. It's because he's not dual threat enough for Oklahoma. Parker, thank you for the super chat. He says, lunch money today? Kind of scared to take Alabama -20. Yeah, we got the lunch money show coming up at 12. Only 3 lunch monies left at 12. That's it. This today, and then 2 next week, and then that's it for the 12 o'clock lunch money show. It's moving.
But it's
Mondays
still going
at
to be
10
called
p.m.
the lunch money.
Still going to be called, well, I think. But 10 p.m. on Mondays, starting with the national championship game. In 2 Mondays from now. Brandon Pratt, thank you for the super chat. He says, imagine losing to OU by 35 in a bowl game. Can't relate. Go Dogs. Yeah, Georgia beat a much better Oklahoma team. Georgia's never lost to Oklahoma. I don't know what Florida's problem is. Thanks for embarrassing the SEC, though, Florida. Appreciate that. Good people. You're amazing people.
They do their part.
They do their part. You can always count on them, too, also.
In addition to that as well.
Yes.
In lieu of not counting on them.
Right.
$20 to 10, Lou. We got some prank calls to make, don't we?
All right, let me pull up the email and see who people want us to call. Waikiki has somebody for us to call. If you got somebody you want us to call and ask them about New Year's Eve parties or New Year's dinner tomorrow or whatever, send an email right now to crazyunclelou@gmail.com, crazyunclelou@gmail.com. We're going to call some strangers and ask them about...
And remember, the more backstory, the better.
Waikiki says, call my dad. He loves talking to telemarketing type people. He's in his late 50s, a general self-employed contractor. He may say something crazy. I don't know. Ask for Jeff. And then he says the last name. I don't know if we should do that or not.
Probably shouldn't do that.
All right, let's see here. Phone number. Yep. Okay. All right, here we go.
Jeff Papa.
Jeff, you there? Jeff.
Jeff.
I don't know. He didn't want to talk to us for whatever reason. You there, B? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
It sounded like he picked up because the voicemail or nothing came on. It just quit ringing. And it sounded like he picked up, but he couldn't be bothered for whatever reason.
Guess not. New Year's Eve.
Yeah, might have to try him again.
Choosy mothers, choose Jeff.
Every once in a while, BVD.
What?
Every once in a while, you come up with one, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you do. Every once in a while, you come up with one. Impressive. That's impressive. Say it again.
Choosy mothers, choose Jeff.
Creamy Jeff or chunky Jeff?
Definitely chunky.
Chunky Jeff. Is that true, Waikiki?
None of this silly, no sugar added, all natural Jeff either.
Yeah.
Or organic Jeff.
Douglas says Jeff must have opted out. That's
Quitter.
Yeah, shame.
It's late in the year.
Yeah. One day to go. Literally the last day.
Wilkie says very. He must be very chunky. Chest chunky or BVD chunky?
Yeah, that's because that's a significant difference. Emory Jones threw up. Yeah, that was. Emory Jones got so excited that he scored a touchdown in the Cotton Bowl that he immediately went to the sidelines and threw up all over the place.
That happens.
Celine did opt out from watching the game, he said. Is that true?
I'm not buying that.
Where would he have said it at? Oh,
Yeah.
Must have been on Sleeta's channel. Celine Driver's taking a break from YouTube for 2 weeks by hiding on Selena's channel.
Wait, is that true? Has he really been on Selena's channel?
Yeah. And Big Dog Brett.
You've seen this.
Yeah. Pull up any of
And-
Selena's live streams over the last week. And
he was briefly on mine.
You can skip through the video and look at the live comments, and you'll see him in there. Big Dog Brett, too.
Well, Big Dog Brett's understandable.
And of course, he's like Selena's favorite person now, because Selena's thinking that he
he's defective.
reeled one in, from I got one of theirs over here. He's thinking that kind of thing. So they're best friends.
By the
now.
way, if you'd like to, Selena will be having a New Year's Eve stream tonight. If you would like to have some fun.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I quit watching him. I quit watching him, not because of what he did, but he blocked all my accounts. And I'm not going to waste time watching somebody if I can't comment. I'm just not going to do it.
Right. No, I understand.
It's like people ask me about RJ Young all the time. I really like RJ Young. And I won't say I never watch RJ Young. Sometimes one of his videos will show up in my recommended feed or whatever. I unsubscribe to him, but I don't watch people. If someone is not interested in what I have to say, then I'm not interested in what they have to say.
Fair enough.
So if someone blocks me, I take that to mean they don't want me watching, so I don't watch.
Celine's name will be marked out next on the Slav Olympics.
Who? Oh, Celine Driver.
Yeah. Celine will be back.
Here's what I know. I'm going to Centennial Park that weekend. If no one else comes, then I win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is.
That's true.
But I'll be there. CrazyUncleLou@gmail.com. If you want me to call somebody, if you want me and BVD to call somebody and wish them Happy New Year and confuse them about New Year's parties and ask how come we're not invited, on and on, whatever. Doesn't matter. Well, trust me, we'll come up with something.
You got somebody that needs a dose. Send Uncle Lou an email.
Yeah, we need some.
Got to do it quick.
Yeah, you got to do it quick. Speaking of phone calls, without ruining anything, I got a pretty cool message from somebody. I can't give too many details away, and I think you'll know why. But I got a message from someone who knows someone who's a big fan of the show and the channel. And they're a Georgia fan, and I believe they're in the military, and I believe they've been, overseas or whatever it is. I think
deployed, maybe.
Yeah, recently got back, and anyway, this person got in touch with me and said, is there any way you could call this person, and say or whatever. So anyway. I got to talking to this person, and we worked it out. And during the Georgia game on Saturday, whenever Georgia scores their first touchdown, I'm FaceTiming this guy out of the blue. He has no idea.
Okay.
Because I'm a nice guy.
During the Georgia game Saturday.
Whenever the Georgia game is. When is the Georgia game?
I
Friday.
believe that'd be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Friday.
I'm just used to saying Saturday.
Yeah, I got you. Well, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And I'm live streaming the Georgia game, so I'll make it even.
It'll be a live stream of a live stream.
Yeah,
sort of.
it'll be a live stream of a live FaceTime.
Did you get the picture I sent you last night, Lou?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
by text. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was okay.
That was
The idea was a 10 out of 10. The execution was about 6.
Should have been switched.
Well, not even that. It just I don't know who made that. wasn't you. Who made that?
Wasn't me.
Yeah, I know it wasn't you.
I think
Whoever
it was either.
whoever it
I'm
was
pretty
needs
sure,
to
pretty sure it
needs
was
to.
Carter.
Okay, yeah, needs to work on his Photoshop skills. It was a little sloppy looking,
Yeah.
but the idea was great.
I think he uses Snapchat. He doesn't use like an actual photoshopping.
Right. Well, that's good, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you had to be tired after that bike ride or piggyback ride or whatever.
I should have emailed it to myself, and then I could have put it up on the screen.
Yeah, there's always Monday.
There is always Monday. Remind me at the beginning of the show. I'll do it if I don't do it before then.
Chess even said that it should have been reversed.
Who's if you want to try the other number, I sent it through Facebook. Well, I'm on my phone with BVD, so I don't. I mean, that's why I asked people to email the number.
Yeah, and I mean, God willing, as far as we know, today ain't the last morning show ever. If we don't.
No shit, we got the off season coming up. There's going to be all kinds of dumb shit we do on here.
Yeah.
All kinds of phone calls and contests and talent shows and BVD Tinder starts in about 30 days.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Now that's going to be amazing. The national
I know
championship game is on a Monday. We'll talk football for another week or so, probably after that, and then one of the biggest things going this off season on the morning show is going to be BVD Tinder. We're going to.
It is.
If you don't
know what we got to call it.
What?
It absolutely has to be called a Tinder moment.
Okay, yeah. But we got somebody who's familiar with dating apps and Tinder and all that kind of stuff. If you don't know what we're talking about, and they're gonna create a Tinder account for BVD, and they're gonna manage the account and run the account and all that kind of thing. And maybe once a week or we'll see how it goes. But then once a week we're gonna have that person on the morning show. And they're gonna update us on how many people swiped to the left on BVD or whatever the case, and what type of when it comes to the BVD Tinder BVD, how wide of a net are you looking to cast? In other words, how picky are you?
Well, I mean, for these purposes, for the morning show purposes, I could care less. Far and wide as you want to cast that baby.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I like that answer.
You give me chest with tits. Well, chest with female tits, and I'm good.
What about below the waist doesn't concern you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
chest body style. That's what I'm saying.
I got you. Yeah.
In other words, there's no for these purposes, for morning show Tinder purposes with BVD. Absolutely anything goes.
I mean,
I'm down with it.
Big girls need love too.
Yeah. And hey, look, if there happens to be a legless, armless, toothless woman out there that's somehow found a way to have a Tinder account, bring that bitch on. I mean, bring that dear, sweet, loving young lady on.
All right, Wilkie sent another number for his other number. So we'll call that number. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's see who's winning the thing here. Help me here, okay, BVD? Slim Shady's at...
Of all the people that have super chatted this morning,
Slim Shady's at, I think, 18. Wilkie.
Where the hell is that coming from?
Wilkie's at 12. Parker's at 2. Four. Let's see who, and then you got Ryan Parker. That's 2 different people. Ryan Parker. Oh, Ryan Parker, 15, 20. Ryan Parker is in the lead.
So they got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, Ryan Parker's in the lead at 20. Slim Shady not far behind.
18:05 for Slim Shady.
So we'll do the prank call, and then we'll add it up one last time, see who the winner is for the picture next week. Okay, let me try this second number here that Wilkie was kind enough to send us.
No, Bad Dog. I don't like that idea at all.
Out of the
Dog.
goodness of his heart and that. Yep. What is this? Okay, add call. Yeah, do that. What was his name? Jeff, and he's a general contractor?
Yeah, I believe so. Jeff for sure.
Maybe he screwed up some work he did for us or something?
Or maybe we think he's a general.
All right, here we go.
Nelly.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, buddy? We still on for tonight?
What's going on?
The New Year's Eve.
I don't know what New Year's Eve is.
New Year's Eve is the last day of the year.
So what about it?
The New Year's Eve party.
You gonna come over and fix our deck?
Say what?
You did some work for us a while back, and we invited you to the New Year's Eve party. You said you would come.
I doubt that.
Well, what do you mean you doubt? Are you calling me a liar?
Probably. I don't remember that.
Well,
I must have been drunk.
You're out of. Why are you out of breath? Why are you out of breath?
I have been working on a gas line under a house.
A gas line under a house. Yeah, well, you did some mediocre work for us too, and we told you about the New Year's Eve party. This was about 2 months ago, and you said you would come. Now you're saying you're not coming.
I don't think I'm coming as the old lady.
Wow. You're supposed to fix our deck, man.
You there?
Barely. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm upset.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, I gave your name out. I told everybody you did average work at an average price, and now you're not coming to the New Year's Eve party.
Nah, I don't guess. I'm more out, man. I'll probably be working here on the gas line at midnight or 1 a.m. in the morning.
It shouldn't take that long to fix a gas line.
Yeah, it does.
Well, it sounds like you might be doing something wrong.
No, I just got a lot of work to do and can't get away.
Are you
You got your
insured?
lighter with you?
Are you insured to work on gas lines?
Not really.
Do you have the proper
Really?
licensing?
Not really.
I
Well-
can save you a lot of trouble, Jeff. Best way to find a gas leak is take your lighter out and light it.
I tried that. It don't work. I don't even smoke. Only time I smoke is after sex.
Mm.
I mean, if you're this out of breath from a phone call, one cigarette would likely kill you.
That's why I don't smoke.
Yeah. Well, you said you smoke after sex, but both those things are probably
That's my
true. Both those
that's my
things are
Packers.
probably true. You probably
That's
smoke
my
after
pack-
sex, and you probably never smoke.
That's my Packer smoking, man.
Yeah. Right. Well.
Well,
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, do you remember your first sexual experience?
Yes.
Don't you wish someone was there to share it with you?
Ha ha. Never heard
You-
that one
you-
before.
Do you remember your first blow? Do you remember your first blow job?
Listen, Jeff. You said you were coming over. Now you're saying you're not.
The only way I'm coming is if your old lady's there.
I'm disappointed.
Is your old lady gonna be there?
No, she's dead.
Well, hell, I don't mind. 8 to 80, bow-legged, crippled, or crazy, or dead. I mean, It don't matter to me. I can dig her up. I like rigor mortis.
Damn.
But hey, I
We
can
might
bury the
have a
stiff.
winner.
Hey, I can bury the stiff.
Now, Chris told us that your butthole looks like the inside of a tomato paste can. Is that true?
Hey, man, I'm telling you what, it don't matter to me. I can take one for the team.
Yeah. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it, in your opinion, that Chris turned out the way he did?
Hey, he's a handsome boy. I'm telling you. Hey, do you know what position it makes to make ugly kids? Sex position to make ugly kids.
No, but I know that you
Ask
do.
your-
I know you do.
I do. Ask your mother.
Oh, my mother's dead, but Chris is alive, and I'm looking to know who's to blame for his malfeasance.
Hey, I know who it is, but I can't tell you.
It's not you?
No.
Okay.
Hey, do you know who your daddy is?
Yeah.
Well, take the phone book and start flipping. You might find the page it's in.
Not your best effort.
Hey, you know how to tell a man that jacks off?
How?
Look at your left hand. You got a wedding band on it. You're married.
Hey, Jeff, why'd the chicken cross the road?
Show a possum, it can be done.
To get to the other side, sir.
No, He showed a possum, it can be done.
Why did you cross the road?
I ain't got there yet.
Your dick was stuck in the chicken.
That's right. Hey, if there was 100 dicks on the wall, how many would you gag on? Well, how many? No, wait a minute. How many? If there's 100 dicks on the wall, how many would you gag on?
Jeff, Happy New Year, sir.
No. You got to answer the question.
I hope you really don't have to work all day.
No,
What?
answer the question.
0.
You a damn good blowjob, boy. You good. Damn, you can take my 12.5-inch dick without gagging then. I can touch that little dingly thing in the back of your throat.
Happy birthday and Happy New Year's Eve, Jeff.
All right, man, I'm going to get off here and work on this gas line.
Good luck.
Win the prize.
Try not to blow anything up, and Happy New Year.
Hey, you try today. Don't have to worry about you blowing anything because you could take them all. Hey, you ever made love to a 60-year-old man?
No.
You come and see me sometime. I'll leave semen dripping out your ass.
I bet he was the cool dad.
Hey, I'll tell you what I can do. I can flip you in Dickie before you can throw me and blow me.
I know what you can't do.
I can do anything.
You can't fix a gas line in a timely manner.
Hey, I'm having trouble with this gas line. I'm going to tell you what. I'm about ready to blow the fucking house up.
Not
All
your
I need-
house, is it?
No. Lord, no.
How many couches are out front of that house?
There's going to be 2 in a minute.
Yeah.
And it's going to be look like Morgantown. We're going to burn them down.
You're in West Virginia. Yeah, you're in West Virginia. The land that time forgot.
Ain't that the truth?
When'd you get laid off from the coal mine?
I have never been in a coal mine.
You a damn lie. You a damn lie.
Yeah. You're right.
That's why you're out of breath. That's why you're out of breath now.
Hey, you know they figured out where Obama come from. They looked for Hawaii for his birth certificate, wasn't there. Looked in the UK, wasn't there. He came from outer space, that little black hole. Yep. Hey, question, you like licking pussy? You like licking pussy? I got a little left on my dick if you want. All right, well, listen, you have a happy new year.
Motherfucker, do you speak it?
Oh, I'll speak it. I bet you can lick it and dick it.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
You have yourself a good new year.
You too, Bob. See ya.
See
Wouldn't
ya.
want to be. Hey, you go play with them inmates now. Hey, don't let them dick you now.
Happy New Year, sir.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. BVD, did he call you Bob? Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. Hold on, BVD.
I think Chris knew exactly what we were in for.
Yeah. Did he call you Bob?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he thought he was talking to somebody named Bob.
Yeah. All right, Bob. I'm going to change your name on the screen to Bob.
I was going to ask him if choosy mothers choose Jeff, but I couldn't get a damn word in.
Oh, here we go. Bob.
Yeah, Chris didn't warn us.
Lou and welcome to the morning show with Lou and Bob. He couldn't have been any less interested in our New Year's party.
That's right.
I'm disappointed. I'm a little
Yep.
upset.
Those happen. Those are going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's prank show 3, prank E1. I think he got us.
Yeah, I got a little nervous and had my finger on the mute button when he started
Yeah,
talking
when
about
the
Obama,
Obama.
though. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
where I didn't know where we might have been headed there.
No offense to Jeff, but just based on the things he was talking about and the accent, that could have went really sideways. But it didn't.
No.
So
Yeah. It was fine.
Bob and Lou.
The
I think
Bob
you
and
should
Lou
change
show.
your name to. I think you should change your name to Weave.
Well, I'm Rob. Remember, I just recently changed my name to Rob.
Yeah, but for morning show purposes, you should be Weave.
The Rob and Bob show.
I like
I'm
Bob
Rob
and Weave
effing
better.
Boss. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I can't wait. I need to. I
You
think
need to put that damn thing to work.
Well, I'm gonna wait till after football season and do some stuff with it on the show and on the channel and.
Okay, serious
So,
question.
yeah.
I'm assuming Mrs. Lou got you that, right?
Yeah, remember I talked about how everybody was getting a prank gift.
A
She got
prank gift, yeah.
That's what she because I
Is
am
there-
infatuated with Bob Ross. Like I'll sit and watch him
Okay.
on YouTube for hours. It's just
I was
it's
going
a
to ask
sickness.
if you had any artistic ability
No,
whatsoever.
sir, I cannot draw a stick man.
Okay.
No, none. So it's
'Cause
gonna
I
be
know you
hilarious.
said you were gonna teach me how to paint a stick man on Chester Stream.
That would be difficult for me.
Nah, you can do a stick man. Anybody can do a
Well,
stick figure.
yeah, but it would literally look like the most basic. I mean, I have no artistic ability at all.
Well,
But I've got the
you know-
entire I've got the easel. I've got the blank canvases. I've got all the same paint he uses, the brushes, the whole thing. It was
Did it come with a
kit.
wig?
I already have the afro wig. I've had that for a while.
Okay. Well, I think a series of off-season Lou videos is in order.
Oh, I'm gonna paint so many happy little trees. It's gonna be ridiculous.
There you go. There are no accidents.
You know,
What is it?
those
There are-
happy little trees. They live in your brush. You just got to shake them out. You know. I
What
can't
is
wait.
it? He says there are no accidents, just happy something.
No, we don't make mistakes. Just happy little accidents.
Happy little accidents. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I used to have the damn shirt.
And that's definitely going to be my motto. No mistake. There are no mistakes. I have a feeling that everything I paint is going to look like that Rorschach test.
Does he still come on?
No, he's dead.
I know he's dead.
Oh,
but
oh.
like the reruns.
Oh, I have no idea. Every episode he's ever done is on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you
yeah.
search Bob Ross, you can find them. They're on there by season. You can go all the way back and watch episode. Watch them in order if you want. Episode
I
one,
used to
episode
watch
two.
him. You used to watch him on PBS all the time.
Oh yeah, me too. When I was a kid. Yeah.
Most enthralling. Just amazing.
Yeah.
And the guy could actually paint.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna set that
So
thing
who-
up and go to work.
Who's getting the picture?
Man, this is a lot harder than I thought. All right, help me here.
All right.
This is Slim Shady. 10.
Okay.
13,
Okay.
16.
18. Okay.
Or did I? Hope I didn't miss one. 3, 6.
What'd you say after 16?
6 was 5 is 11. 21.
At the total?
Yeah, 21 for Slim.
All right.
Parker has 2, 4. Okay, he's got 4. Waikiki, 10, 12, 17, 22.
I think Wilkie should win, and we should get a picture of Jeff.
That would be great.
Just my suggestion, Wilkie. If you win, though, it's your call on the picture.
Bluegrass says bet Army plus 6.5. Thank me later. Bad weather. I liked the Army bet. I liked it before the bad weather, and I liked the under bet. They're playing West Virginia. 2 good defenses, and Army is a run team, which limits the amount of possessions the other team gets. So I like that pick. Army plus 6.5.
What's the over under?
The over under was 41. If it's bad weather, it might have gone down. If it's like 35, I don't know. I might not. If it's still 41, I would take the under though.
Is that game today?
Yes.
It is today.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games today.
Yeah, that's the one I'm interested in though.
Mike Jones, thank you for the super chat. He says, can I get your thoughts on Shane Beamer for South Carolina and your thoughts on if you think we'll hire Mason as defensive coordinator? Thanks for what y'all do and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Mike, and thanks for supporting the show with the super chat. I like the Shane Beamer hire in that they're not chasing a name. I know Beamer is a name because of his dad, but what I mean is they're not going out and getting someone else's failed coach, which is what they did with Lou Holtz, Steve Spurrier. I mean, these were coaches that were way over the hill. Will Muschamp failed at Florida. Why South Carolina thought he would then succeed there, I don't know.
You got to say Spurrier did a halfway legit job, though.
Yeah, Spurrier did okay.
Holtz even there at the end.
So I like that they went out and tried to get the next great coach instead of hiring somebody else's. Instead of hiring a coach that used to be and maybe is past their prime. So will it work out? I don't know. Every hire is a gamble. There are no guarantees. As far as Derek Mason as DC, I hadn't thought about that.
He'd be a good one, though.
I was happy to, well, I wasn't happy, but if I was a South Carolina fan, I would be happy that they're keeping Mike Bobo. I think that's smart. Waikiki, thank you for the super chat. He says, sorry, he's a little crazy.
No.
Yeah, he wanted to have
he's
sex.
He's not a little crazy.
Well,
he's a lot crazy.
He wanted to have sex with me and Bob.
I bet he's fun at the party.
Yeah. Lou needs to paint the Mona Lisa. That's not a bad idea, Slim Shady. You know what I should do? Actually, I should paint my entire ceiling in here like the Sistine Chapel is painted, the ceiling is painted. I should paint this entire ceiling. I think I'll start with the small canvas, though.
I see what you did there, Slim Shady.
I don't.
Yeah,
what am I missing?
You wouldn't.
Oh. Good.
You know, Slim might not even see what he did there. So is Wilkie our winner?
Wilkie's the winner. So, Wilkie, you know what to do. Just email me a picture sometime over the weekend. And on Monday, because there's no show tomorrow, sometime on Monday, I'll pull the email up. Shout out to one last shout out to last week's winner.
Ah, yes, Pinecone.
Miami Hurricane YouTuber Hurricane T2Y, otherwise known around here as Pinecone.
Get over there and sub our boy Pinecone up.
And Waikiki, you are next week's lucky winner. So send us a good picture. We'll put it up all next week. The funnier the better, but it's up to you. Give me any picture you want. Like BVD said, with it, it's got to be YouTube friendly, but it can be any person you want. How about that? BVD, Happy New Year, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got any plans?
Well, I thought about maybe trolling David a little bit tonight for a few minutes.
DJ David?
No. Sports Live in the David.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he has a New Year's stream or whatever. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Once someone blocks me, I can't troll them or make legitimate comments. So there's literally no reason for me to watch.
Yeah.
But I've got I've got the Uncle Lou channel. I've got this channel, and there's actually a second Uncle Lou channel that not many people know about. But so I've got those 3 Uncle Lou accounts, and he's got them all blocked. So.
Hey, yeah, he's hard on it, isn't he? Hard at it.
I think he has, the morning show has its own account since we created that email.
Mm-hmm.
I think he even has that one blocked.
As far as plans go, I'm going over to my daughter's this evening to take her. She's, of course, off quarantine and all that stuff and back to work now. So me and her mother, the Christmas present we bought her goes hand in hand. So we're taking that over there to her tonight. Gonna set it all up for her and spend a little bit of time with the daughter. And that's about it for my plans on New Year's Eve.
Well, that sounds like good plans to me.
Yep. I have literally not gotten to spend New Year's Eve with my daughter since me and her mom split up. 2004, maybe 4 or 5. So it's been 15, 16 years since I've got to spend a New Year's Eve with my daughter, and I'm really looking forward to it. Even if we don't, spend all the way up to midnight together.
Well, you can make it at midnight. We know that for sure. Well, unless your narcolepsy kicks in, but it doesn't usually kick in at night.
If I sit down and do nothing, it does. I know. Well, whatever.
Every night when I lay down and close my eyes, I get narcolepsy.
Well, most of us should, unless we got insomnialepsy.
All right, let's get out of here. I'll have several videos posted today. Don't forget, they'll all be on this channel. I'm uploading all my videos to this channel for the rest of the college football, or most of. I'm uploading videos to this channel. So I'll have a Georgia-Cincinnati video out today. I'll have a video out for each of the playoff games, and might even do 1 or 2 more. They'll all be on this channel. They'll all be the types of videos that you guys like, where I'm just walking around and blabbering incoherently into my camera, rather than the ones where I sit down and edit them for 2 hours. So you guys are lucky. So you're going to get old school Uncle Lou.
You go get it old school.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all tuning in this week. Thanks for an amazing year, not just on this show, not even just on this channel, but just in general. You guys have been amazing this year. I hope you all had a great 2020. I know it was rough on a lot of us in a lot of different ways. Whether 2020 was great or not for you, though, I hope 2021 is the best year of your life. And things don't happen on accident. If I could give y'all any advice for 2021, for whatever it's worth coming from me, things don't happen on accident. So whatever you want, go out and get it. No
That's
one's
true.
no one's going to hand it to you. Go get it. You can whatever it is you want, you can have it. Whether it's something material, whether it's whatever it is, whether it's losing weight, whether it's getting healthy, or whether it's eating breakfast like me every day, that's what I want. It's not just
Well-
going to happen on accident. I have to make a plan and whatever, and and forget it being it can be anything. But the point is, whatever you want, go get it.
Except for Jeff over for your New Year's Eve party, you can't have that.
Right. And I don't know why you would want that.
He's busy fixing a gas line.
Yeah, and he'll be doing it till about 2 a.m, he said.
Yeah.
Nothing's safer than working on a gas line in the dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, make 2021 the best year of your life, and that it's up to you to do that. Life is what's the saying? Life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you respond to it.
Yeah, that, and it's also like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. I love you guys. Thanks for an amazing 2020. I can't wait to see what 2021 has in store for all of us here. And you guys have a good morning.
And we'll see.